Before I start my talk, I would warn, if you don't have data, just get out of this place. Don't come here and start making sentiment from what you have not watched. I know many of you are like Nigeria. Nigeria have done to many of you. I would warn you before you start coming here to make a comment that is very irrelevant. Although your comment doesn't matter. Those irrelevant ones doesn't matter. Go and buy data. Nigeria brought poverty to you. And I know that poverty will also bring you, because people that are in Nigeria are the ones that will make illicit and nonsense comments here. I want you to understand that I'm telling you this in the realm of spirit, physically. Take it or you leave it. You may say anything you want to say here, that is your business. But me that is speaking here knows why I am speaking, and I know who have called me to speak. But this is the only truth you should know. The Igbo people should know one thing. You see those people whom is killing people in Nigeria in the northern side without any good intentions. It's only that Western education is nonsense. That is what they have. That is the only thing. Poverty is good for them because that is the poverty capital of Nigeria. The illiterate capital of Nigeria, because they are destroying the Western education that would have made them to be in the limelight, to know what the world is saying. But they choose to go backward. Everywhere is alamajiri. They are gathering alamajiri everywhere, teaching them nonsense. How to kill people and get 70 angels in heaven. That is what their religion is talking about. Those ones that are killing people. But those ones that are not killing people knows that God said thou shalt not kill. Those that brought up nonsense religion and say we are going to, we kill, we get people, get virgins in heaven. That is pure lies. Listen, if you are an Igbo man, it is not new. I want to tell you, that is not new. That these same people who have said that Western education is nonsense are the people holding your brother Nnamdi KANU. They said, we will decimate him. When we unalive him, we will take away Igbo land. Taking away Igbo land doesn't mean you will live there. They will come and ransack everywhere. They will ransack everywhere. So if you have sense now, if you have what you can do now, you start doing it. For the politicians that are making unnecessary comments that are good in the front and the bad at the back, is an opportunity. If the way they have sworn to take out Nnamdi KANU, if they take out Nnamdi KANU, Igbo is gone. I'm telling you, Igbo is gone. They have succeeded in holding Mazi Simon Ekpa to a ransom. They have succeeded. If you allow them to succeed in killing this young man, Igbo is finished. All the billionaires in Igbo will become billionaires for nothing. All the chief Christians in the Igbo land have become nothing. Let me tell you, all the politicians that are carrying bag for this government of the North have become nothing. Once they enter your village, whether you have 100 cars, you will run, your leg will be touching your back here. If you don't want to take actions now to remove these terrorists, to organize a formidable force that will remove these terrorists, a formidable force that will bring out this KANU from the detention. Look at it. They want to gradually, they want to pinch him like this. He's going down like this, going down like this, going down like this, until he finishes. You may not know this. They want to gradually make him deteriorate till he dies. If you allow him, look at now in DSS the other time, there is an assertion that he has been attacked. Maybe people that are attacking him are the people that have tried to take his life, but he can't die. Or is it only when they succeed? That is why when the Igbo people will rise up on their feet and start doing something, do you think it's only shouting Nnamdi KANU is another savior? It is not, until a formidable force is formed. You people will live to regret everything. The people that are on the internet are not talking. They are buying cars. They get their guests shaking nyash, shaking useless bottom. Their boys are good, buying cars, talking rubbish on the internet space. I'm telling you, if you people don't take pre-action or take measures, if these people takes over the Igbo land, it takes out Nnamdi KANU and take over the Igbo land, Igbo land is gone. Go and ask Southern Kaduna question. That is why they are crying now that Musa has been removed as the chief of defense staff. Musa. That is why they are crying, because they know what they have seen with their eyes. Igbos, if you like, keep playing caricature with your brother Nnamdi KANU until they finally remove him. That is when you will see that one Fulani will sack the whole of a state, a community. Two of them will sack two communities, then Igbo land is gone. If you like, take it. If you don't like, cry. If you want to come here and make unnecessary sentiments, God will punish you. If you come here, you don't want to acknowledge the truth, and you come here to make unnecessary statements about me, about anybody, about what I have said, it is only God that will punish you. And if God did not punish you, he will have the reason to apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah. If what I'm saying is not good to you, that means you hate truth. What you have to do is go and hug transformer. That is all I can tell you. Simple. Ogula. That's all.